everyone, my name is Hani.
And I'm Kiana, and today we're going to interview Silvia, the Bulgarian that climbed Mount Everest.
So we have some questions for you. Are you confident for that?
Of course, girls, go ahead.
Why did you decide to be a mountain climber?
Well, I've always been a mountaineer since I was born. But I didn't knew that by my young age. When I was a teenager, I find out that I'm very keen into mountaineering. So I started going to the mountains with my family, and I was always feeling very good and in the right place being in the mountains. And when after a couple of years when I grew up, I saw that those small mountains are not enough, and going with my family is quite boring, and I wanted to do something crazy when it comes to mountaineering. And then slowly I started to get into the mountaineering world, started to climb rock climbing, ice climbing. Yes, no challenge, no change in your life, right? So yeah.
Okay, I have a next question. How many peaks or on top of the mountains have you reached?
So if we are talking about small peaks, there are many, almost all of the Bulgarian peaks. But as you might know, the highest Bulgarian peak is almost 3,000 meters. So at one point it was very small peak for me, and I said, no, I have to start with the big mountains. Exactly. And this is how I climbed my first big mountain in the end of 2021. So it was again in the Himalayas, and it's called Amadablam, and its height is 6,812 meters. So it was my first mountain, very challenging, very technical, actually one of the most technical mountains in such altitude in the world. So I started with one of the challenging ones. So yeah.
Very impressive. So the next question is, how do you feel when you climbed on Mount Everest peak?
Oh my God, it was mixed feelings when I stood on the top of Everest because you first minutes, you actually have a couple of minutes which you are allowed to stand there, because you have to go back as fast as you can, because you don't have unlimited oxygen in the bottle, so you have to go down. And I was quite happy. I actually started crying in the first, before I reached the summit, I started crying. I was so proud of myself. I couldn't even imagine. Even now when I'm telling you this, I'm getting so emotional, girls. I'm about to cry, really. And then I stood on the top. I was super happy, not only for myself, but for all the Bulgarian nation, because this is a huge achievement, reaching the top of the world. And then after a while I realized that I'm going to have a huge struggles on my way down, because it's very hard, and I was thinking how I'm going to get back down. So it was mixed feelings there, and it's not easy. People think that when you reach the summit you are the happiest person in the world. Yeah, but it's not true, because you can realize, and you're just worried about if you are going down safe and alive.
Because the top of the mountain cliffs are very, very pointy, and you cannot really stay somewhere that long. And it's have a bunch of rocky cliffs.
There is no oxygen. It's very dangerous, and you're already super tired, because it took you 1 month and a half to reach the top, and imagine how tired you are. Month and a half to reach the summit of Everest.
Wow.
In minus 30 degrees, winds, radiation from the sun. It's not a joke, believe me, girls. Yeah.
So next question, how does it feel to be among the only 16 women in the world who ever reached Mount Everest?
So I've never knew these statistics, and I find out recently that I'm amongst in only 16 women in the world, and I might say I'm impressed by this, by myself. I didn't expect this, and I didn't knew that so small amount of women ever climbed both peaks in just consecutive days, 2 consecutive days. So yeah, it feels strange. I feel proud of myself, and yeah.
You should be.
Yes, thank you so much, darling.
What would you have told your past self?
My past self, my younger self.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So I would tell her, Silvia, believe more in yourself because you are so capable of doing big things that you don't even know yet. So you have to believe more and to never give up. And you should have started with mountaineering way more earlier. But yeah, here I am climbing 8,000-meter peaks in the age of 35. So yeah, now I'm 36, but obviously then I was 35. But yeah.
Very nice.
On to the next question. Are you planning to climb any other tall mountains? If so, what and where will it be?
Yes, as this is my passion, of course, I will not stop here after I climb Everest and Lhotse. So I will continue to climb mountains. Probably some of them will be 8,000-meter peaks again. As you might know, there are only 14 8,000-meter peaks on the planet, but I'm only 14, yes. But I'm not planning to climb them all because it's super dangerous and I don't recommend it to anybody, to be honest. But yeah, to be honest, I want to climb another 8,000-meter peak very soon. I'm actually preparing now, and hopefully it happens and I manage to reach the summit of another 8,000-meter peaks, which I still keep as a secret, but very soon I will reveal which one will be.
On to the next question and last questions. Are you the only woman in Bulgaria to climb Mount Everest?
I'm the second one, Bulgarian woman, and the younger one to climb Everest, and I'm the first Bulgarian woman to climb Mount Lhotse, which is the 4th highest mountain in the world. Yes.
So thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you so much, girls. Thank you for the questions.
I really hope you have good luck on your next mountain journey.
Oh my God! Woo! Wish me luck.